Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about kind of going backwards from the distributive form. So in the previous videos, we talked about if we are given a number or any term times a group, we can use what's called the distributive property by distributing that number that is being multiplied by the group to each term in the group to write a simplified expression. So now let's say we start out with an expression such as the following. 3 times 12 plus, actually, no, let's do minus 3 times 4. I'm going to write this twice, just kind of like the first example up here, so that way we can do some comparing. So 3 times 12 minus 3 times 4. Okay, if I followed PEMDAS for this first example, I'm going to get 3 times 12 is 36, 3 times 4 is 12, 36 minus 12 is 24. Okay. However, another way that I could write this expression is I notice that between both of these groups, they contain a 3. We are multiplying 3 times something. So another way that I could actually write this expression is 3 times the group of 12 minus 4. I could do something that's called factoring out this 3 and rewrite the expression like this. And look, if I solve it using PEMDAS, I get 3 times 12 minus 4 is 8. 12 minus 4 is 8. 3 times 8 is 24. I end up getting the same answer as before. I just used what's called a factoring method. So when I removed the shared number 3 from both groups, I did what's called factoring. And all factoring really is pulling out the greatest common factor. Pulling out the greatest common factor. The actual math we are essentially doing is we are kind of dividing. I don't like to write dividing out there because I don't want you to confuse it with some of the examples, but essentially we're pulling out the greatest common factor that is shared between the terms in our expressions. So again, if we had a problem like this original example, the quicker, more efficient way to solve this problem would be to use PEMDAS, but instead of having all numbers within our expression, we may have some different variables. So in the very last video that you're going to watch, you're going to see 3 to 4 examples of problems like this that have a variable that we are going to see what is the greatest common factor between the terms and pull that out and rewrite our expressions in this factored form.